Me and my baby on another adventure. I love that pretty mean face. That's my sugar money back there. We stopping at a place called what does it say? Hungry
AF.
Hey, you're not supposed to say that, but we're gonna check it out.
He is the life of parties he has never attended. Sharks have a week dedicated to him. Mosquitoes refuse to bite him, purely out of respect. He is the most interesting man in the world.
Hey, welcome to my chill spot, hanging out with Tally. Appreciate you taking the time to stop through. So sit back, relax, and let's make it do what it do.
This pack too crowded.
I mean, it probably must be good.
Yeah, it's gotta be good, baby. We finna find out.
Turn.
My lady, would you like to step out and fine dine with me? Get out. We're going to Hungry AF. They got hookah too.
Oh, no, that ain't it.
Oh, that's the wrong door. I was gonna say, okay. Oh yeah, that's nice. I got you, sweetie. Oh. What's that? All right. It's nice. 10 chicken wings, 10 Hungry AF. Oh boy, this is nice. Hey, we drove all the way from LA. We just got in from Los Angeles and we're gonna... No, I just playing. Hungry as an MF? What's that? Okay, what is that? That's
Pasta and wings. I got hibachi and
drink.
wings, and then I have Philly and wings.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do the Hungry as an MF. You can't say that, baby. You hear me? What's Hungry as an MF? That's just all. It's got it all in it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do
Two
the hungry.
trays of protein in it for the pasta itself, and then it comes with your special wings.
That sounds like a winner, man. Let me just do 2 Hungry as MFs.
All right, and then her burger.
No, she don't need no burger.
All right.
You want a burger, baby? Give her a baby burger. Y'all got baby burgers? What's happening? You the chef? What's happening, man? I'm Tally, man. Tally, you the chef?
Yeah.
Chef, what's your name? Kodak, man. I'm Tally, man. Mr. Tally Live. I'm gonna see what you got going on. You know what I mean? I'll put it on there. Tally Live. Mr. Tally Live. You'll see it on there.
Why do you record everywhere you go?
Huh?
What's your
This is good AF, amazing AF, unbelievable AF. Y'all gotta take a look at the drinks, man. Candle,
That's right.
you know what I'm saying?
You ain't clocked out just this.
285, I-20.
You gotta tell them about
Those
the
look
wings.
crazy to me, man. And then take a look at the wing. The names of the wings.
I don't check.
Mike Vick, Kodak, know that.
You probably work Wednesday. You can really clock in on something else. She go off of this.
Let it go, ain't you? Nope. So what does Hungry AF mean? Awesome, man. But it smells good in there, man. Food looks delicious. You know what I mean? They got the decor. This is how you do it. This place is gonna be on and popping, man. In about a month, you're not even gonna be able to get in here. So, you know what we're gonna get?
What?
We're getting pasta.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, we getting the what did we call it? What was it called? Huh?
I wanted a burger or at least.
No. It had the word MF in it. Hungry as a MF. And you don't even know what that's supposed to say. We got 2 Hungry as a MFs. You ain't get no burger. What my name tell it? Cinematic. Oh boy, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Woo. Delicious. This one? Oh, you got the salmon. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fire. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's it. One's an East Atlanta, one is a Candler Road. How's the East Atlanta taste? 2 ounce coffee. All right, how's the Candler Road taste? Now, which one is mine? Slow down, Junior. Wait, slow down.
That one's yours.
This one's mine. I'm gonna take this one. All right, fam. When it comes down, this is what you get, man. Right here. This is. She's on the first taste test. Just give me a thumbs up, and I've got to taste the salmon. I'm not a big salmon person, but this looks delicious. It's flaked up. Look at that.
But Dad, we still got to try the chicken ones.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby, that's good. I can see why somebody will come here and say they hungry AF.
Try those chicken wings. Try chicken wings.
How was the chicken wing? Let me try your chicken wing.
We have chicken wings.
All right. They're good. They're good. We give it a thumbs up. Decatur. Where's Greater? Here's Decatur wings. That's what's that.
Oh, you rolling.
That's good. And just so happens, I'm hungry AF. I ain't gonna say it, but here you go. Did you give me a shrimp? Hey, that's good.
I like
So
it.
this is where I get my official
I like it. It's a little
review.
I like it. It's a little spicy to me.
Some people like spice. Pasta, the meat. Somebody back there. The chef that y'all met earlier, he knows exactly what he's doing. I'm gonna get back on 285. Hey, what's up, fam? There's nothing like a good meal by fire. So, y'all saw the food that I cooked. I decided to go the Caribbean route today, but I'm getting ready to get my eat up. Not sure if you saw everything that was popping, but I've got that jerk pineapple Caribbean chicken, got the curry rice, I've got the jerk, I got a tri-melody of honey beans, red beans, and sweet beans, and then I've got the oxtail. Plus, I got beef neck bones, man, that I got from that store. I got the jerk cabbage going on that was slow smoked in the yams. And we got it all over open fire with a movie, baby. What I'm doing, this is that curry yellow rice, man, with those jerk beans, sweet beans mixed. Perfect, man. Perfect. This is some of that, man, pineapple, Jamaican jerk curry chicken falling off the bone, flaky. Not even gonna tease y'all with the cabbage and the yams. We're gonna get straight to the meat potatoes. Let's see how tender these oxtails are. Comes off, man, like chocolate. Perfect. Beautiful. Time for me to eat. Got Max chilling.
Well, if y'all don't know, boy, this the deal right here, you know? Yeah, this the deal, you know? Like I say, you can't go wrong. You come over to Tally's, you know? Yeah.
Tally's Cafe.
Tally Cafe, you know? Yeah. Record now? Okay.
Man.
That's okay. That's okay. You know, like I say,
Man,
it was a
good time,
mistake.
my man. It's my man, Ming
both
Johnson,
of
man.
us.
It's my man, Ming Johnson. Ain't no mistake.
All the way from St. Louis, Missouri.
From the loop.
You know, so St. Louis County, St. Louis City.
Actually,
Berkeley,
I met this man.
Ferguson.
He was a strong church member where I was an officer. We just became buds, you know what I mean? Men's ministry. He used to tackle that boot camp that I used to do. I used to do a strength boot camp, man. I used to teach the men, get them guns. He used to be out there with them. He was throwing them logs, throwing them tires.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? He putting it up. Mango, he's like, hey, no fun.
Exactly, you know.
We
But
stayed cool. We stayed cool the whole time. It's just a fireside chat, man. 2 dudes, man, 10 men. So we was watching an action movie, having us a drink, man, on Sunday, winding down the week. What you got on your mind, Mingo?
First of all,
Thanks, dude.
let me ask you about when you was with when you met celebrities like Red Fox. How was your experience with him?
I ain't never met no Red Fox.
Because I seen you got pictures.
I collect stuff like that.
Oh, you collected, okay.
And you know what? I never got to meet my grandfather, but I always pictured him. If he was something, he'd be something like Red Fox.
Okay.
Some of that is so much of that is me, man. Red Fox, and that was cool. I saw the other night, Eddie Murphy was on Jimmy Kimmel, and Eddie Murphy said, Jimmy Kimmel asked Eddie, he said, who do you think is the funniest man in the world? And without even blinking, Eddie said, Red Fox. He said, no matter what, Red Fox will come in the room, and everything that he said was just funny, naturally. I thought he would have said Richard Pryor, but no, he was like,
Right.
He had to give it to Red. And he went into the stories, how he helped mold him and things like that.
Okay.
So I appreciate that.
Explain to me
I'm Red Fox's grandson.
What made
That's why I be
you-
watching Sanford and Son all the time.
instead of doing comedy, you decided to do poetry. Explain to me, because I think, you know, you'll be an excellent comedian also. So what made you get off into poetry?
The first thing that made me get into poetry was when I lost my dad.
Okay.
My old man passed, and I went through, you know, God put me through a little homeless stint. You know, I had to sleep in a car until the car got repossessed.
See, I
You know
know
what I'm
that's
saying?
real.
Yeah,
I
car
know
got,
that's real.
and then that car got repossessed. I had to find me one of them little $99 for 3 days joints and try to hustle up to stay in that, changing clothes in McDonald's, trying to go to work. That was the birth of poetry for me, and that's why I wrote some of my first pieces. And as far as comedy, I ain't never been a comedian. Everybody, anytime you know somebody cool, somebody can be funny, cool and funny. But one of my favorite sayings is a genius can play the clown, but it can't be the other way around. Anybody can be funny, but not everybody can have what it takes to put those pieces back together and really traverse through this thing called life. Because I had other people that depended on me. Even though I was going through all the stuff that I was going through, I still had 2 kids, Tyra and Zara, that looked at me as a hero. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't need a comedian. They needed somebody who could really talk something real. You know?
Okay. Now explain to me on your poetry, did it come to mind, or, you know, you had to write down a lot of your poetry, or how did you first get off into that?
Man, I'm not a freestyle artist. No, I'm not a freestyle artist. The very first piece that I performed was when I was in Jackson, Mississippi, and I wrote a piece. My very first piece was called The Dedication, and it was to my dad. And it was, man, it talked about me walking through the woods with a BB gun, Forgotten Son, and you know what I mean? And wow, I just thought about something. And I put that in my very first piece, and I said the same thing about my son. You know what I mean? But someone had heard it, and they asked if I. It's like, man, you should come spit that piece at a place called Seven. I didn't know what spitting a piece was, but it used to be a Ezra Brown in Jackson, Mississippi. Was spearheading a place called Seven, and David Brown. I got it. It's all right. David Brown was like the host, and I was so nervous, man, when I put my name on there on the list. They said, just read it, just be you. You know what I'm saying? It was like, just be you. And I'll never forget, God rest his soul, David Brown, man. He passed away, but he was. He said, "Coming to the mic." He said, what you want me to call you? And I couldn't think of nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was like, kid. When I was a kid, everybody called me JT. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In the workplace, everybody called me Charlie. But everybody called my dad Mr. Talley. But my dad had passed away. He was gone. So he was like, what you want to call you? I said, Mr. Talley. So that's where that name Mr. Talley came from.
Okay.
And then he said, coming to the mic, we got a virgin. Y'all give it up for this man. He ain't never been on the mic before. Show him some love. Mr. Talley. And when he did that, and he said that, I dropped my head. I used to wear a fedora, and I used to tilt it down over the mic when I would speak, because I knew this piece would make me cry. And I didn't want anybody to see me cry because I didn't want my voice to quiver if I looked into somebody else's eyes. So I would just let it flow. And I let it go. And that was my first piece.
Okay.
And I expected claps. I expected somebody to say, good job. But when I finished it, it was dead silence. I mean, you could hear a pin drop. And so I didn't know how to take it. I was like, maybe it wasn't that good, but that's okay. But when my normal fashion, I was moving out beside the piece, I would leave. And when I walked out, there's a guy walked behind me, and he hugged me, and he said that was the greatest piece I ever heard in my life. He said, I didn't even know how to respond, but I just had to hug you. And then from there, I still got in the car and left, but they called me back, and that's where the traveling came. You know what I mean? That's how I ended up in St. Louis and Dallas, and Vegas and Miami, and all the places that I performed.
Right.
Wasn't just because of that piece. My character molded more into sensuality. I started doing more the love piece. That's what.
So, tell me a little bit about when you just mentioned in St. Louis. What was your experience, going to St. Louis and around that crowd?
Ooh, I love it.
Okay.
And I've created an event, and first of all, my first experience in St. Louis was from Floyd Boynton Jr. and Ron Chill Williams. They produced an event called the Spoken Word Expo, National Spoken Word Expo, where they quote unquote invited the best of the best. And when I was there, same token, same fashion, I got on stage, I did my piece. I did a piece called Office Play, which was basically talked about a man and a woman, you know what I mean? You know how people have their work spouses and things like that. But when I finished it, I just walked off the stage. I would go lean the seat back in my car, have my little Canadian Mist or whatever, and that was it. Turn this music up. All right. And from there, naturally, when I got to St. Louis, I moved to St. Louis. So I was cool with the same people. I'm still cool with all of them today. Still cool with Floyd Boynton, who was awesome. He has his magazine. He's still an entrepreneur of all things. Chill. He's a business owner. He's doing all of that stuff. Helping people with small businesses like me, giving me advice with my barbecue.
So you all still stay in touch?
Oh, we all cool.
Okay.
We all still tight. You know what I mean? Because even though everybody's not still gracing the mic, but if we're needed, we'll do it. everybody's still cool. I love St. Louis. When I got there, man, them St. Paul sandwiches, man, the Emo's pizza, them chop suey chicken wings, you know what I mean?
Right.
Leaving the club, what was Two Brothers St. Louis?
Two brothers
St. Louis,
off
man.
of, Natchez Bridge and 170.
Man,
that was
you
the
know
spot.
about that? Yeah, but I never. And when I told Shawana, I was like, Shawana, when she was a flight attendant back there, I was like, we're gonna check out this little karaoke spot. She wasn't prepared. She had never been. She knew karaoke like when when white folks would do it. You know what I mean? You got no win over, no win. Two Brothers St. Louis wasn't like that at all. They had background singers. They had people on fake instruments, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They had the whole nine. When they did karaoke at Two Brothers St. Louis, it was a whole production. They had been practicing all week. You know what I mean? That was the spot. Yeah, I love that.
Right. And let me tell you my experience with Two Brothers. A lot of people don't know this, but I was sitting in the living room with Cedric the Entertainer.
Yeah.
He was real good friends with the True Love.
Yeah.
They all went to school together in Berkeley. We all stayed in Berkeley.
Yeah.
So, but to see where Cedric is now, you know, I tip my hat off to my brother, you know, because when I went up in Two Brothers, he was at the door. He was doing comedy that night. Yeah, he's shaking people's hand, this and that. I didn't know. Now, I sat in his living room, but I didn't know that Cedric was gonna blow up the way he is now, you know, and I have to tip my hat off to him, and a lot of people don't know that. It was like 3 or 4 of us sitting in Cedric the Entertainer house in Berkeley in the living room, you know. And
you know who else I used to see up there?
Who was that?
Lavelle Crawford.
Lavelle Crawford.
Lavelle Crawford used to be in there all the time.
Okay,
man. He would just be
know-
standing by the door with his hands in his pocket.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was big back then. boy.
What about Joe Torre? You ever meet him?
Never met him. No, I never saw Joe Torre.
No, I never seen Lavelle Crawford nor Joe Torre, but Cedric, I gotta give it to you, man. He a cool brother, you know. So,
yeah, man, it was all down, and that's when everybody was, you know what I'm saying, still humble. They was grounded, you know what I mean. And that was before, like I said, was rich. That was before Lavelle Crawford was rich. You know what I mean? He put on his best thing. I loved it back then. That's one thing they called St. Louis the Show Me State, is because when you come, you would have to be real. And I was such a diverse poet, and I loved the people there so much that it's probably gonna trip a lot of people out when I say this. But when I was in St. Louis, I went somewhere that you would never guess.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh man, I had a group of people. They took me to one of the gay clubs
Oh wow.
in downtown St. Louis,
I ain't never.
and they
been
was
there.
like, no, because they were all poets, and they surrounded me. It was like, Mr. Talent, we got you. Whether you want to drink, they having this little thing. They just want a couple poets on the mic, and we just want to hear some words from you. You know what I mean? We got a couple other love poets. I said, all right, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And they was all so cool. I won't name no names on them, but I'm still cool with a lot of them today. And they protected me. They took care of me. It ain't like no dudes was coming on to me or people was like, that's like a myth. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of love. And I got there, man, and they took care of my drinks. They invited me to the mic. They showed love when I was on the mic. You know what I mean? And got off. And that was that. But man, that poetry thing is the past. I don't even. Right now, I mentor people who want to do spoken word more than I do, because I don't even do it.
You know.
When I used to do spoken word, I used to transform into a whole nother character. A lot of people, they don't even know who Mr. Tally is.
Right. But what really blew me away when we was in the men's choir at Shaw Temple and you did spoken word.
Yep.
Man, it was awesome.
I do spiritual spoken word too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say, you know, you're very talented in everything you do, and I tip my hat off to you.
But you know what? You know what put me out of Shaw Temple? Or the reason I left Shaw Temple? When I got the call to do the Steve Harvey show. when we did Steve Harvey TV, and me and Shawana flew to Chicago. When we flew to Chicago, and I was asked to do the show because they had some topic. It was some scripted topic. I love my man Butt. You know what I'm saying? And we said, all right, we'll do it. Free trip to Chicago. You know, ain't got nothing else planned. They paying for all the meals. You know what I mean? We get to see some sights and get out of the Loop for a second. I mean, get out of Atlanta. We was in Atlanta.
Atlanta, right.
Mm-hmm.
You was here.
And yeah, the show just went left. It was totally scripted, and it turned me into, I don't know, because I didn't like the way the script went. And actually, when Steve threw the cards up in the air like that, is when I just totally went off script and started saying my own thing. But either way it goes, the church didn't like it, and people didn't like it, so that was the end of my Shaw Temple tenure. Even, you know, for me, like, I was into acting and I was heavy in acting. You give me a script, I read it, I do what I'm supposed to do. Kind of like what we was talking about earlier. You know what I mean? Like, you watched that BMF too?
Right. BMF.
If I was to tell you, man, you know Lamar from BMF, he want to come hang with us. What you think about that?
Hey.
You think he cool?
Well, his character, I couldn't really get into. You know, it's like,
But
right,
that's what
Lamar, I couldn't get
If anybody
into
watched
his
BMF, man, Lamar on BMF,
yeah.
I'm like, I want that dude off the streets for real.
But you know,
I want him off the
right.
streets.
What I want to see,
Yeah, that's acting.
if how they get rid of him, if Michi and them go back to Detroit, or you think he gonna come to Atlanta? I don't know.
But yeah, man, that's enough about me, man. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
two dudes talking. Let me ask you some questions.
Okay.
Why would a successful black man be single in Atlanta? Ooh, straight to the jugular. This is the jugular right here. This the jugular.
Well, first
I
of
went
all,
straight to the jugular on it.
I'm gonna explain, you know, about me. I'm very selective who I choose to be mine.
Okay.
You know, and it's like I get that question a lot, you know, but they ask me how come I'm single, you know, this and that. Well, I explained to them that, you know, I don't really jump into a relationship with a young lady. You know, I have to feel the. So first of all, you know, speaking while a successful man is single, you know, I can only speak for myself. Is that, you know, I'm very selective who I chose to be mine. You know,
All right.
as I was growing up, you know, it's like I'm young, you know. Now, don't get me wrong, you know.
But how long? You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
And when you say you're selective, what you looking for?
Well, basically, I'm looking for a young lady.
Or what is you not looking?
Well, actually, I'm not looking. So,
That's it.
basically, you know, like I say, I pray every day, and if God present that young lady to me or whatever, then I will proceed on. But it's like, you know, I meet a lot of women every day,
Got to.
you know, but,
You in Atlanta.
right, you know, it's like, it don't move me. I say, okay, but I'm the type now, the age that I am, you know, 58, you know, so I'm more settled in my life now. So I would love to find someone.
They ain't got nothing to prove.
Right. I would love to find someone who I could settle down and would love to get married and everything, but I don't want to rush nothing.
Yeah.
And
Keep talking. I got these
but
codes.
basically, you know, is that I just rather be single than
So if Miss Right is out there looking right now, you gonna tell her I'd just rather be single.
No. See, I have the type of mentality. If it's meant to be, it's gonna be.
It's gonna be.
You
That's
know,
right.
so actually, I'm not gonna change the way I am.
They actually talked about that in church today.
Yeah, I'm not gonna change. Actually, he did. He did speak about
Yep.
that. And
He said when a man find a wife, he find a good thing. He said the problem right now is a lot of women out there looking for a husband, and that's the problem. That's
right. So
Stop looking for a husband.
I have been married once, and would love to be married again. But like I say, I enjoy that marriage life. But
I'm on number 2.
I don't just want to rush into anything. You know what I'm saying?
Don't.
Right.
Oh God, please don't do that.
And that's
Like divorce is
basically
expensive.
that's basically it with me. And far as that single life or whatever. And you know, I would love to look for a God-fearing woman. You know, and
What do you define as God-fearing?
well, a young lady, you know,
Because a woman can love God, and
Right.
not fear Him.
don't
So
mind.
because a lot of some things have to be learned.
Right, don't mind going to church,
Okay.
you know, and I enjoy going to church, singing in 2 choirs, whatever.
Yeah.
Build that relationship up. that
How
family.
important I look.
Huh?
How important I look.
Right.
Let me ask you. You know what I'm saying?
What?
How important I look.
Well, looks to me,
Because that's what a lot of women fall in. They're trying to fill in all the blanks. I'm trying to see if dudes doing the same thing.
right. But actually, I look at their personality. You know, it's like looks really.
Man, dudes don't be looking at a woman's personality. Tell the truth.
Yeah. I'm
When you
saying-
when you say you want to
say me.
say you on an app and you can swipe left or swipe right. Are you thinking about personality or are you thinking about looks?
Well, it's looks and personality.
You can't tell personality, really though, can you?
No, you can't.
But sometimes I guess by the question.
Well,
she asked-
communicating with them.
Okay.
That's how you can tell personality.
Yeah.
Communicating with a young lady, and you can see where their head is.
That's what's up.
You know, so that's basically it.
Yeah. Man, you're a strong dude, man. You deserve the best. You deserve the best. You wanna ask what it's like to be married for 17 years?
Right.
You know what it's like. You know, for me, it's not easy. You know what I mean? I think for a lot of people who get married for so many years, it's how do you not get tired of each other? How do you not continue to get on each other's nerves? How do you shake it up instead of falling into that? You know what I mean? Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what a lot of people deal with, and to the point where that's what makes a lot of people step off and a lot of people stray. There's nothing a person can say or do. And that's what, man, a lot of women don't understand. There's physically nothing any woman can say to make a man faithful or do to make a man faithful. You can bow down to that man to the point where you on his knees and you greeting him with oral pleasure and doing everything that he wants at the top of the nine. He's in his mind to do wrong. He's still gonna do wrong. But at the same time, some women have been hurt so much that they have such a hard time believing that a man can be right, can be faithful, can want to do the right thing, that she'll end up driving them away. You know what I mean by that?
Right.
By she'll drive them away by constantly accusing them,
Right.
constantly saying, checking up on them,
Right.
constantly saying, well, you can't be doing this. You got to be doing something. My history and my past has told me that anytime things are going good for so long, something's got to be going on. And at the same time, the man is like, oh, well, man, I'm trying my best. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if I'm out here doing all this anyway, shoot, why are we together?
Right.
So for me,
Well, fam, I'm gonna get ready.
go head up.
Yeah.
It's
And
my man,
It was good.
Yeah, it's grown man
Like I say,
conversation.
talk to the world.
He got one of them good texts. That's what it is.
And,
So he was looking down. He was looking down at his telephone mobile.
No, you know, far as a business man, you know, I look at my business or whatever, you know, and
we're gonna get this man some peace, man. Food was good.
oh yeah,
Chatted up good. Drink
everything,
was good.
you know, is like
That's it.
I recommend it to anyone, you know. So
Good
I
conversation, man.
Enjoy
good movie.
coming over here,
Good drink.
sitting out in the woods, scenery, you know, looking
He
at
done went to outdoor
movie,
cave. Yeah.
you know. So I really appreciate this with my brother, you know. He's a true brother, you know. I tell anyone that and still speak about him, you know, to friends and family, you know, that, you know, this is my brother from another mother. And
Well, a lot of people don't get to see Tally live as, you know, just somebody to conversate with. I mean, the cooking, chilling alone, fishing, at an event. This is just two grown men talking. We got much more to hash out. The killings, what happened in Memphis.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what happened to my brother Ricky Smiley. That hit me here. That hit me close. You know what I mean?
right,
And with Memphis, we know Sarah personally.
right.
We know she coming
With
out
the
of
4
Texas.
cop, 5 cop.
Yeah. So we got a lot more to talk about, man. We just want to pick that up.
Right. Yeah, we'll pick that up. And
Much love to y'all, man. This is Tally. I'll poke this fire a little bit.
peace.
We're gonna be out. Winding down the night with the old school western. Just a country boy and his dog. Much love to everybody. Also want to wish y'all a happy Black History Month. And this is from Tally and Max. Out.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Mr. Tally, and I'm inviting you to check out Sweet Georgia Gold. Join the love and get sauced up. Let's go.
Hey, this man sauce. Listen, y'all don't understand. Oh, did I am? Yeah, you can tell her. And she tasted it too. It's incredible. You better get this sauce. I'm telling you. Check the sauce out.
Sweet Georgia Gold right here.
So big up yourself, Mr. Tally. As you can see, Mr. Tally's Sweet Georgia Gold. Now this right here, this sauce right here is amazing.
Let me know how that sauce tastes. What you think about this Sweet Georgia Gold?
The Sweet Georgia Gold just had it on a turkey meatball. Off the chain. This guy right here is going to be a winner. Turkey dinner.
Turkey dinner. How does that bag smell? Is it good?
Yeah. It smells like a barbecue.
There you go. That's exactly what it is. What's going on there? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Creative.
Put some of that Sweet Georgia Gold in your soul. Put that Sweet Georgia Gold in your soul. Yeah. That's what it is. That Sweet Georgia Gold. I'm telling you.
Go get some more chicken.
Go get it. Put it in your life.
You know what you think about that sauce? What you think about that sauce?
Oh, man, it's it.
It's it.
That's
That's it.
I'll be ordering off the wheel.
That's it. Let's see that grill. They gotta know what they getting. They gotta know what they getting.
You don't know, I'm finna tell you. Finger licking good.
Finger licking. My dog. Tell them what you think about that dog.